Well, the answer to that question is simple. I don't like it because it's terribly optimized and makes the game look bad in some places. I'll go over a few specific details and not all of them because I wanted to point out what I found annoying in my couple of hours that I played. So this review is a very short one, as I don't want to complete the full game that isn't fully playable. But yeah, I've seen enough to make a short video. So, the most important thing that I didn't like was seeing these horrific dots that look like they've been created by putting The Witcher 3 in Premiere Pro and doing this. I have no idea why they appeared and if they can be removed with further updates. But if they cannot, then this is terrible news. The whole game now looks noisy and my eyes are crying. And if for some reason you think that the game always looked like this, then no. Turn it to previous version graphics and everything is back to normal. Geralt's armor stopped flowing, no dots or anything, houses are in shape, the trees look okay. But then you change it and boom, Geralt's hair looks like he has lice, all the greenery looks as if it was drawn with a pencil. I mean, what the hell? There is a clear difference between the updates and I don't like how everything looks. Damn it, nobody can like this. It's objectively bad. It hurts the eyes.
Not so fast, Roach.
Plus the game lags much, especially with ray tracing on, to the point that the game lags in its own settings menu, goddammit. This never happened to me before, and then after you apply them, everything looks like this. Naturally, you can set DLSS to Ultra Performance mode, and after that almost nothing changes and most things look like soap. And even without any ray tracing, I still have bad performance issues that never go away. 50 FPS is maximum what I get, while normally my laptop never dropped below 80 on ultra settings. So the problem is definitely in bad optimization. For me, it's pretty obvious. Sometimes this happens. Light artifacts coming from Geralt's shoes or whatever that blink at the bottom of the screen, and it's just not normal. I'll tell you more if I show you name tags flying off the NPCs and wandering around the screen. It clearly says that the game doesn't work properly and there are some problems. Now, I don't say that graphics became worse. They definitely are better, especially in cutscenes. I mean, Zoltan looks marvelous. It's almost as if I can squeeze this wet jacket of his and the water will come out of it. It looks good.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
By the way, rainy Novigrad looked much less contrasty and thus better overall. I don't know if it's because everything is dark and gloomy, but the bushes and trees that made me gouge my eyes out in Beauclair weren't noticeable here. But even if the graphics became better, which they did, I still don't care about it. Because while making this update, something went horribly wrong, and most of the time I'm forced to look at those sharp lines and dots and whatnot, and suffer having 40 FPS in places where I normally got 80. I can't enjoy this new version, and that's why I won't replay the game until it's fixed. I've also noticed the change in the game's main menu. Finally, it switches between the three versions and not only Blood and Wine. Well, you get it, it only had one loading screen. The only way to change it before was to uninstall the expansions, which wasn't how the developers intended it, I think. Obviously, they added new costumes, about which I don't give a flying rat's arse, as I don't watch Netflix, The Witcher series included. Yes, people like me still exist, and if you wanna hear an opinion from a dying species, I don't like it at all. Dandelion loses his medieval Bard clown atmosphere around him, and he just looks bad. Plus, I never liked when movies and games cross between each other, it's just stupid. And the only reason this ever happened is because the series became very popular. For how long though? People still play The Witcher 3 after 7.5 years. But what about the fancy Netflix series? Yeah, I think so too. People will play the game many years on and wonder what the hell are those costumes even are, or what are they still doing here. Well, anyway, I don't like it and I will not use it. This update also changed the city guards, reducing them to normal foes without any red skulls flying above their head. And this is actually important to me, because I always absolutely hated the idea of having simple Redanian soldiers one-shotting the legendary Witcher in an instant. It doesn't make any sense, of course. They also couldn't be knocked out and you couldn't block their blows no matter how hard you tried. The developers made them in such a way so that they're always stronger than Geralt, and I detest when in-game rules don't correspond to reality. But having this fixed, I'm still not sure if I like this change. On the one hand, I can finally walk around the cities and almost freely get revenge on every single one of those fuckers. But this past hatred also made me commit impossible deeds by gathering as many guards as I could and trying my best to kill all of them and stay alive. It was entertaining, and I even thought of it as a form of an art in this game, an art that only true masters can perform, and even they lacked the skill to succeed 100% of the time.
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zerrikania.
And now, with the guards becoming Singapura pussies, it sorta killed a small piece of my Witcher heart, and I still don't know if I like this change or not. Although seeing Geralt doing stuff like this to previously unbeatable soldiers is nonetheless satisfying. Overall, my biggest fear about this update is that the developers won't fix it fully, or if they do, it'll take them months to complete it. And my fear will probably come true, especially regarding those fucking dots flying around the screen, or optimization. The last fix that was made changed absolutely nothing besides removing the crashes, so I'm pretty worried that most problems are unfixable. But even after all those cons regarding the update, there is still one thing that beats all of them. Why the guards are still respawning as soon as you turn your head away, for fuck's sake?
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast.
Fuck you, just fuck you!
Tucson is once more a land of peace and order.